Hey there, I'm Dave Cole. Across the screen from me is Christian Cole, and we are Gen X Unhinged. Hey, Christian, what do you know?
Hey, I know that it's a good day in the neighborhood. Gonna see some mug shots of old Comey there today, so it should be pretty good. Should be pretty good. Anytime you get to see mug
Yeah,
shots and it's not of you is a good day. Is a really good day.
it's a it's a good day. So yeah, that all's coming down. That's come down pretty quickly. It took a long time, but all of a sudden, Kami is just he's in bad shape, it looks like.
Yeah, and he always has been. The guy's been he's been a traitor for a really long time. If you remember back in 2016 when Trump had him arrested, had him fired when he was on the jet. You remember that? Guy was on a jet, lost his job. I mean, I wonder what that's like. You're just cruising around on your jet.
Yeah, where do you go?
Jet.
Where do you go? I mean,
all of a sudden you're like in the air. You're gonna call, hey, by the way, you're fired, and you might want to land this jet somewhere where they can have somebody pick you up because you don't have a job anymore. I mean, that was pretty funny. I'll never forget that.
Yeah. So 86-47. That's the numbers that are going to kind of come back and bite Comey. Just an Instagram post where he put that out on the beach. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
Did you know what that meant?
Yeah, I did. 86 is out. 47 was the president. It's pretty easy, but this is the thing. This is what I don't understand is that, I'm not the most smart guy on the planet, but the second I was in public office and I put something like that because I made a stupid mistake, I would have made something up, to be honest with you. I'd have been like, I don't know how that got there. You know what I mean? Or at least find something concrete. I got hacked. Something.
Yeah.
I'd come up with something.
Or just say, yeah, I saw this and I was just trying to be funny. I realize now it's not funny. Kind of do the Jimmy Kimmel thing.
Absolutely. We're like, oh God, I didn't know what that meant. You know what I mean? I just
exactly.
I'm sorry. Even Hillary Clinton she didn't get in trouble because she pled ignorant. You know what I mean? At least the guy could have pled ignorant. Be like, hey, I didn't know, man.
Yeah.
You're right. I could see how this could be misconstrued as what you're saying it was. And I truly apologize for that. That was not my intention in any way, shape, or form. And I see how you guys see that. And I'm sorry. I don't believe in that. Do you know what I mean? Anything other than, yeah, that's cool.
I could have just said I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I don't know. He could have pulled a bill.
Right. And then immediately taking it down within 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Look, the second somebody said to you, this is what I gotta say. In general, if you post something, let's say I posted something like that, right? Literally within 4 seconds of that hitting, I would have messages saying, do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? You know what that means? Whether I knew what it meant or not, I'm taking that shit down till I figure it out. You know what I mean? You can always put it back up. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
And this is what they're moronic. I'm telling you, they're just stupid. Yeah, they're
not the sharpest tools in the shed. They're just dumb.
Socially retarded. They really are. They get these big old degrees and they get these big old titles and these big old jobs, and all of a sudden they become beyond reproach and they think they're super smart. And I got all these degrees, and the ignorant guy from California, he don't know shit, but evidently I do know something, and there's a lot of us out here that know a lot. You know what I mean? I mean, and people get too secure in their educations to where they think that because they have this education that everyone around them is stupid. Well, it's called common sense, and they don't teach that in college. And a lot of the college educated people, they don't have any common sense at all. None at all. Common sense would tell me the second somebody said this could mean this, you take it down. You don't just leave it up. You don't
just leave it up. That's just stupid.
Right. That's almost as stupid as like he would have landed that jet and just shown up back to work on Monday in 2016 like nothing ever happened. What are you talking about? What do you mean I don't have an office here? What are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't know nothing.
Right.
And at the same time, we got Mr. Swalwell he's continuing down the path of being in trouble.
Oh yeah,
And
and it's good. It's never ending. I just got a thing right now that said the two guys that beat up that T. I don't know much about it. I just know that a Turning Point representative was somewhere and they got heavily beaten enough to get a federal jury, federal indictment. So that's pretty big. You know,
Yeah.
and, you know, it kind of ties into the fact that, you know, like we said a few weeks ago when the whole Bondi firing came through. This was strategic. I believe it was very strategic. I mean, you got to remember, federal indictments take a year from the time they get to a grand jury and the grand jury goes through it all. It takes about a year. The whole process takes about a year. So all this stuff has been going on. You know, everyone's like, Pam Bondi hadn't done anything. This was strategic. Pam Bondi was there as a placeholder. That's what I believe. She was there as a placeholder to do what needed to be done at the time that needed to be done. You know what I mean? Like she was like the faucet. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the gas tank was Blanchett. Was what's his name? Was Blanche? I always
Todd
get
Blanche.
that. Todd Blanche, right? Todd Blanche was just waiting in the
Yep.
tank. You know what I mean? Hey, when it was
Yeah.
time, he opened
Yeah.
the valve and it all came and nobody saw him coming. They couldn't. He's beyond reproach at this point because you got no dirt on him. You got no BS on him. You got no leaks from him. You got nothing. The Democrats have nowhere to go, and he is just swinging that Republican hammer like a fist, and I love it. Finally,
Yeah. So let's just kind of go through them. We've got Comey, we've got
yes.
Swalwell, we've got the fraud in Minnesota where they had 22 raids yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let me
that's
tell you,
just all of a
Waltz's
sudden
Nest.
happening.
I'm telling you, Waltz's Nest, Ishtar's Nix. Hey, as long as Ilmar Omar survives World War XI, I think that she could be in some trouble. I'm just saying, as long as she gets past that,
they have to be shaken. They have to be shaken in their boots, Waltz and Ishtar, and I mean, they've got to be thinking this guy is, like you said, wielding a hammer right now, and how do we stay out of the way?
He's like Thor.
They've got
He's like Thor right now. He's just running around whacking everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I just saw a report this morning: 75 to 85% of all Somalis in Minnesota are on some type of government assistance. Okay, which is fine. They're from a foreign country. I get it. But so let me ask you this: so they're 65 to 70% of their children are autistic. Okay, so what's the real problem here? Like, I mean, if they're autistic and they need help, let's help them. I get it. Okay. I'm not saying, but hey, there's something in the water if your numbers are that high. You know what I mean? Honestly, let's just be real. There's either fraud or there's something wrong with the gene pool of the Somali people. And I'm not being insulting. I'm not trying to, I'm being funny because we obviously know that no community in the world has an autistic rate of 75% of all their children.
Another grift.
It's just another grift, and it just keeps coming through. And you know, I mean, so you're getting that money, and then you're getting, and then so you're getting this money, and then you got them in a fake daycare. So you're getting that money. The daycares are kicking back the money to you. I mean, I don't know whether to be pissed that this is happening or pissed that I didn't get invited. You know what I mean? I got to be honest with you. It's like, I don't know where to be mad here. Am I mad because they stole the money, or am I mad because I didn't get any of it? It sounds really stupid, but it's the truth. Because evidently it was easy,
Well, speaking of money, and we kind of glazed over this, but Swalwell had $4 million in his campaign fund. He made himself the treasurer. Yeah. There's no campaign. He's just taking the $4 million.
Taking it and running. He better run far, though. He better head to Epstein's Island and hide out or something. Get in the basement, And he's and the funny thing is, all his donors are billing him back. They're like, hey, we're gonna need that money back. You know what I mean?
You're not running. I gave this because you were running. You're not running.
Right. You're not running.
Yes,
you need to give this back. And look, I know I only gave you 200,000 and I claimed 7 million, but I'm gonna need the 200,000 back. I don't care.
Yeah, and let's just not forget when we're talking about Swalwell. Schiff and Newsom, they were endorsing him for governor of California.
Hey,
that's just, and
I'm
they know
telling
about
hey,
all of this.
The way this is going, I got to be dead honest with you. I give it 55 to 70% of a chance that we see an indictment against Adams' dirty ass Schiff within the next 30 days. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. Okay. So I'm not implying that I know anything. I don't. But the way the dominoes are falling, hey, they're not gonna let him get away with what he was doing. You know, I mean, there is photographs. Hey, I don't know if you've read about this, but there's a whole huge thing about Adam Schiff and a 13-year-old boy at a hotel. I mean, listen, I don't know. Like I've said, but it's been for years. This has been talked about for years and years and years, to the point where if it was fake, it wouldn't have lasted this long. And with everything else that's coming out, would it really surprise you? I mean, honestly, would it really surprise you? It wouldn't surprise me in the least, because the people who are the loudest have the most to protect. And they ran on this lie about the president of the United States and Russia collusion. And look who just fell. Swalwell. Who were the two people that were behind that the most? Swalwell and Schiff. It's coming. Yeah. It's coming. I really believe that. God, I hope so. That'd be a second birthday. I might have to have a second birthday on that one. I might have to turn 55 and retire with all in the same month.
And so we got one more to talk about, where these federal indictments and all this is starting to happen. The SPLC,
Southern Poverty Law Center. Gotta love them. Gotta love that. You talk about you talk about something that goes against everything. It's like, hey, so this is the deal. We need some money because we need to protect people of color from racist KKK America. The problem is there is no racist KKK America. So we're going to have to start one. Okay. We're going to have to start one, so that there is one. And then we need to hire a bunch of pitchfork people to stand out there with these pitchforks. And then we're going to have Biden come out and say that all this stuff happened and we're going to pay for all of it. Because in actuality, none of that's happening, because the people of the United States are not racist. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot, but it's the truth. And that's just the craziness is the truth behind it, to be honest with you.
You know, and again, I go back to when we started all this, and I'm like, none of this stuff can be happening. This can't be true. This can't be true. All of it. You know, we come across some stuff and it's not true. It just keeps coming.
It just keeps coming. So crazy. It's just like, oh my God. You know what I mean?
They're so bad.
We are in that time frame right now where all of a sudden the smartest people on the planet were the conspiracy theorists. If you think about it right now, well, all the crazy people that were on the right talking all this trash for years, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, he's a pretty smart guy over there in the corner. You know what I mean?
How do you figure that out?
Yeah, for a long time I thought you was just crazy, but evidently, got it going on.
You know something.
Pretty smart guy right now, you know? And that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. And the problem is now the conspiracy theorists, they just keep going deeper. And the problem is you don't know where to call it on them. You don't know whether to say, okay, that's too far. But at this point, there is no such thing as too far. There's no
you can't.
You can't.
You can't say
you can't stop. What are you going to do? Like, hey, well, I think that there is a giant underground city where Martians live. Well, okay.
Well, could be true. I would not be surprised.
Point, right? I mean, is that what the scientists knew, and that's why we whacked them? I mean, it just. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it
just goes on and on.
It just goes on and on and on. And the problem is there's nothing to debunk it, because everything that you could use to debunk their old stuff, people are getting indicted. You know what I mean? People are getting indicted for this stuff. I mean, it's insane. It's awesome. No, it It is awesome. It'll make you question your reality, though. I'll tell you that much, right?
Yeah, it will. But it doesn't make you question following the Republicans anymore, is what it doesn't make
No,
me question.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I know that who I'm following is the right group. So,
right. Well, and for a lot of people, Dave, a lot of people, it's like, oh shit, how big of a bubble have I been in? Like how did I miss this? You know what I mean? Like, at what point how did I miss all this? Like, where was I? Like, how did I not know? And it's not a matter of not knowing, but these are big things. These are usually like, if you didn't know that Comey threatened the president 7 years ago, where have you been? You know what I mean? But they downplayed it so well within the media and within social media that nobody even thought any big deal about it. And what are we going to do anyway? That's the thing. What are you going to do? You just kind of deal with it, Well, you're dealing with it now. Can't wait to see his mugshot. I might post that. I would post that as my picture, but I can't, because if I do that, then Facebook gets mad. They're already mad at me enough. I don't need to be mad more.
Hey, let's get a word from our sponsor, CDPFirearmsLLC.com.
Looking for quality, performance, and reliability? Look no further than CDP Firearms LLC. Whether it's customized AR-15 parts, premium optics, or specialized ammunition, we have the gear to upgrade your shooting experience. We pride ourselves on providing top-notch products with expert-friendly service that you can trust. Visit us online at cdpfirearmsllc.com. CDP Firearms.
So, did you see Mendami, speaking of things that are just too true, you just can't believe it, it's too crazy? He is now telling the state of New York that the city of New York is out of money, and they need to give him some money. They need to give the city of New York money.
So I saw a headline that said he's asking upstate New York for money, but I don't know any of the details. So what happened now?
They're out of money. The city's going bankrupt. They need help. They need help. I mean, that's what it comes down to. You can't just keep giving things away for free.
Wow.
We wrote this. Anybody could have written this script 6 months ago saying, this won't work. You can't do this. It's impossible. Somebody, you can't just give free stuff away. The people that actually don't need the free stuff at some point are going to go, no, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
And they're moving out of New York.
Then you have all the people there that control the pumps, which are the rich people that pump all the money in. They're leaving because you decided to tax just them. You decided to just tax them. Dumbasses.
It's just, you can't be this stupid, and they are. And the people, unfortunately, there's a lot of young people in New York, evidently, and they're impressionable, and they follow this socialist type of thinking this should work. This should work. Well, it can't work. It doesn't work.
No, it never will. Well, see, and this is what we're dealing with, Dave. I'll have to post this video again, and this is what we're dealing with. There's this lady, I got a video of her. She's probably 28, 29 years old, and she's on camera, and she says, I have a question. And she was being really serious, and I about fell out of my chair. She says, if taxpayers pay for food stamps, if they get the money for food stamps from taxpayers, here's a question for you. Where do the taxpayers get the money? and I stopped. I literally stopped and I just looked at it. And I'm like, okay, now this is there's got to be a joke coming. Then like the guy, and she goes, that'll make you think. Yeah. And then she says, that'll make you think, doesn't it? No,
I think you're a moron.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make me think at all. It makes me think you should probably get a job so that you understand where that money's coming from. You know what I mean?
So you can pay some taxes.
Right. So then I started to think to myself, oh my God, we are in deep shit in this country. We are in deep shit. The late millennials, the older millennials, and the Gen Xers, the whole generation, right? We are the last generation with any smarts at all. After the millennials, and it slowly drops off. I'm telling you, if the parents today don't get on these 2 and 3 year old kids, they're gonna be slobbering by the time they're 10. Okay. I mean, it's just because we're not teaching them anything. Because they're so confused. They don't know how many genders there are. You know what I mean? And we laugh about it, and it's really funny, but it's really not that funny. If you think about it, we're going to be dead, so it's not going to matter. You know what I mean? So in reality, it really doesn't matter, but it does, because it's just the retardedness of this. I mean, just how in the F did we get here, Dave? How did we get here?
Don't know. That's a great question, because it's just so mind blowing, the things that are going on.
American children are the dumbest children on the planet. They really are. And it's because they're not being taught right. They're not being taught what's right.
It's so bad, Christian. You and I get on here twice a week for a half hour, and we have just so much to say because there's so much garbage happening. It's just,
absolutely,
we have to throw stuff out because there's just too much stuff to talk about.
I was talking to my neighbor about that the other day, and he's like, so why did you guys choose to do it on politics? I said, because it's free every day. There is something new every single day. It's just constant content. It's just constant BS all the time. Yep. Why not? You need content. Well, jump into politics. It'll come all day long. And it never ends. And like you said, sometimes we run out of time. We run out of space. We can't get into it all. Yeah.
We haven't even brought up the Iran police action yet.
Right.
I mean, that's like the biggest thing in the world.
Right,
we haven't talked about it.
Not really. There's really nobody left to fight. I mean, I mean, how can you conditionally withdraw if nobody's there to withdraw? I mean, isn't it? Now it's just kind of, well, why don't we just go put a flag out there? I mean, just call it, Iran, and now I'm America. You know what I mean? It just, there is we're never going to get an unconditional surrender because there's nobody left to surrender. Number one. And what are they going to surrender? They don't even have anything. They don't have a straight anymore. They have nothing.
It's getting so bad. So Scott Bessent, he's like the head of our finance. I don't know what his title is. They've all got these titles, but he's really a smart guy, doing a great job. And he's like, Carg Island is about done because they have no place to store the oil that they have.
Right.
And these machines, you can't turn them off. And so in about another week or two, they're going to have no way to make money.
Right.
Because we've strangled them from being able to do it.
Right.
And they won't stop this in Iran because they have nobody to stop it. So I don't know. It's mind blowing. And people thought Trump was stupid.
They just need to get somebody somewhere to get on top of a building with a white flag and say, please let us sell some oil. We won't blow up the world. We promise you. We don't want nuclear. We don't even know what nuclear is because everybody who knew something, you killed them. So now we just...
You killed them.
Please just let us sell some oil. Can we please just sell some oil? I mean, you know what I mean? But see, that's what it's come to. I mean, honestly, and it wasn't even a war. And I get it. I understand. There is literally nobody left to surrender. I mean, how do you, I don't get it. And it's not, it's not costing us anything. It's not costing us lives. All the military people that are there are paid anyway. They'll be paid whether they're here or there. It doesn't matter. It's not costing us any more money because all the ships and stuff were already there. We're probably saving money because they're not driving all over the place. I'm pretty sure
we're probably making money.
We're making money.
Because they're going to the where is it? What is it that we changed the name of?
The Gulf of America.
Gulf of America. They're having to go to the Gulf of America now. So
yeah. I mean, it's just. What really screwed them and what really hurt them was the fact that we did blockade the straits because they're not able to sell any oil. See, people don't know this, but they were selling oil to China and to Russia. Even though they weren't supposed to be, they were, and Trump said, no, you're not going to do that anymore either. You know what I mean? You can do what you want, sell the oil to your little friends around there, go pump it into some of your nuclear programs. So
go get them.
Right. I mean, I don't see a way out for Iran. I really don't. I mean, I mean, basically, it's just the whole. I mean, we talk about we should just bomb them into oblivion. We don't need to. We're about to drown them in oil. That's what's about to happen. You're gonna keep pumping it. There's gonna be a sea of oil out there because they can't do anything with it. So it just keep coming out and coming out, and it'll be like the La Brea tar pits of Iran. It'd just be one giant oil field.
That was pretty good, Christian. I think you should post something like that. That was pretty good. That was good.
What happened to that country, Iran? Well, it's now the Lake of Iran.
Playground.
Yeah.
The Gulf of Iran.
The Gulf of Iran.
Oh, goodness.
Right.
So we haven't heard a lot from Governor Newsom.
No, he's just trying to figure out how he's not going to go to jail. Yeah, I do.
Exactly. I mean,
hey, just because everybody said Pam Bondi wasn't doing nothing, her department was working overtime. I still got that girl's back. I'm telling you, they're coming, especially this close to the midterms. I mean, all of a sudden, Gavin Newsom was a poster boy for the Democratic Party. He's running for president. Now all of a sudden, we don't hear nothing. Like, it's just crickets.
Nothing.
Hillary Clinton, crickets. Obama, crickets. Nothing. No, they're all just, other than the fact
that AOC?
No, crickets.
AOC's crickets.
Absolutely nothing. Nobody is saying shift. Nothing. You notice that?
Bernie Sanders.
Nothing. Well, other than the fact that he had he did something where he had the Chinese government come in. I don't know, something. And then Rubio's like, yeah, you can bring them in, but you're not going to bring in all these people. You know what I mean? Hey, if they got ties anywhere, they're not coming in. I'm not going to let them in. Same with the soccer. Rubio and the soccer, like, don't think you're going to sneak a terrorist in as a trainer, because we're not going to let that happen. You're more than welcome to bring the team, but don't be trying to bring all these trainers that are connected somewhere, because we're just not going to let them in. Like, hey, Rubio does not play. He is like, he's like the king border czar of the world. He's just like, hey, I'll just not let you in. Then I'll arrest you when you get here. So, FAFO.
Yeah.
We need to just have, Trump needs to write an executive order and create the Department of FAFO. And just that whole department, its entire job is just be like, oh, they FAFO'd. And then just, that's what they do. Give them badges. Yeah, FAFO department. You know what I mean? Hey, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we come back for a close, let's go ahead and just run another commercial for Gen X Unhinged, our Shopify store. So genxunhinged.myshopify.com.
Gen X Unhinged. Get your bling now.
So I got one more thing, Christian. CNN yesterday, they admitted that the Democratic Party may be responsible for some of these the violence that's going on in America.
Yeah,
right now.
And they even said Democrat. They even said Democrat. They didn't just say the left. They didn't say the far left. They're like, yeah, the Democrats may have something to do with this. No shit. Thanks for coming out of the bubble.
Like, go figure. Right. Yeah, I tell you.
Right. And the 9 people that still watch CNN were highly offended.
The leading edge of media in the United States finally came out and admitted it.
Right. Right. Well, they had to.
What a joke.
They're losing sponsorship. Nobody watches that crap. It's like watching the generic TMZ. You know what I mean? Nobody cares anymore. That's the thing. Nobody cares. No, honest to God, nobody. I mean, when TMZ is switching to just cover political scandals, that's kind of a big deal. You know why? Because Hollywood doesn't matter anymore, because we're tired of their shit too. Entertain us. We don't care what your political views are. You're not here for that. You get paid to lie for a living. You get paid to convince me that you are somebody that you're not. And if you're really good at it, I'll like you as an actor. I don't care what your political stance is, because it doesn't really matter to me.
That's right. Yeah, the only reason I watch CNN is because I like to see that Republican just tear the Democrats apart when they're around the table. Have you seen that guy?
Yeah.
He's just amazing.
Yeah, he is.
I can't remember his
you
name.
can just Google it, Scott something. But you can just
Yeah.
Google it and just watch his clips. You don't got to watch the whole thing. You know what I mean? I can't.
Well, that's what I do, Christian. That's what I do. But that's the only show. That's the only time it's newsworthy.
I know, absolutely. And he does go in.
Garbage.
He does go in on it all the time. All the time. You know,
All
he's
the
like,
time.
hey, you know, and it's on its face. They're retarded. They're paid. It's propaganda. You know, the more and more I watch this stuff, the more and more I understand and I learn how much propaganda it really, really is. I mean, really bad. I mean, even with Fox News, I got to tell you this. I watched this clip the other day and they're talking about the population, right? And I shit you not, this guy on Fox News, he says, word for word, he says, the problem is that 14, 15, and 16-year-old children are not having children anymore. That's a problem now.
Oh, boy.
Like all of a sudden, our teenagers aren't having kids, and that's a problem.
That's a problem.
What do you mean it's a problem? Haven't we had a war on this for like the last 30 years that teenage pregnancy is a big deal? And now all of a sudden it's a problem? Well, what do you want to do?
It's not happening.
Right? You want to take away the condoms? I mean, what do you want to do now? Like, you want to unteach them safe sex? I mean, it blew me away. It absolutely blew me away, Dave. I was like,
yeah,
just shocked. It's like that lady with the thing with the taxpayers and the EBT money. I was just shocked. Just like, oh my God. Like, how are we this dumb? Like, what are we doing? So
yeah. But real quick, speaking as Fox News, I've been a fan of Harold Ford. He's about the only Democrat that I've been a fan of. And the other day he was on Fox News, the 5, and he was saying, well, we need to come together and talk these things out as a country. And Gutfeld essentially said, I'm tired of talking to you guys. You don't listen.
You don't.
It's we're done. We're done. And I thought, he's right. Gutfeld's right. It's that they don't listen to anything Republicans have to say. It's just wrong because it's a Republican saying it. And so why do we even keep trying?
Well, because what they do is, Dave, is they don't want to talk to you. They want you to give them bullets for their gun. That's basically what it is. They don't want to talk. They don't want to change. They want you to give them something to what they know about so they can fire it back at you and feel intelligent. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with wanting to talk or changing the attitude or changing the position. It is everything to do with they want you to say something that they know something about or think they know something about so they can fire it back as a talking point, not as reality, not as, you know, just once I'd like to hear a Democrat say, you know what? You're right on that, but I disagree with you, but I see why you see it that way. This is why I see it my way. That's how you come to common ground. Right? That's how you find common ground. You acknowledge, you receive, you explain, and then you come to common ground in the middle. Right? That's how it's done. Democrats don't do that. They just wait for you to make a statement and then they talking point back at you and they're not going to move because the problem is their entire foundation is sand. The whole Democratic Party is built on sand. You know, it's just one wave away from coming down. And I think that wave's coming. It's red. Big red wave coming, knocks sand down. Wave, sand.
All right, let's close this thing up.
All right.
I got you. Let's close this up. Give me some.
Everybody. I want to say thank you. Hey, Robert, you're having some problems out there, big dog. I know you. I've been there. You know, he's trying to comment on our show and he supports us, Robert Newberry. And thank you so much for you guys, everybody's support. Hey, it is a war zone out there right now on Facebook. The midterms have come in. They're shadow banning everybody. I've gone from 2 million hits a day and I've fallen way down. I actually emailed a bunch of people yesterday and it came back up, but it's hard. The struggle's real. So just keep the fight alive, people, and just keep posting and, you know, just remember there's a lot of us out here and we all support. And if you see, especially conservative, people that talk a lot, that they're called influencers. I don't like that word because I don't feel that anybody should be influenced in any way, shape, or form. But if you see one and you would consider them to be an influencer, forward their stuff. just forward it. Me, anybody, any of Dave's stuff, you see him on Twitter, you see him anywhere, just forward it. Just click a button. That's all you got to do is click the button. And I'm not just talking specifically for me. I'm talking for all conservative voices. Steve Hilton, everybody, we've got to keep this going. We cannot stop it. You can't stop it because it will try to stop you. And, it just can't be done. We can't allow it. But, God bless everybody. God bless our country, our service members all over the world. Stay safe, guys. And thank you for what you do. God bless America. And we are out.
Bless America.
I'm shaking up the names. Could I come and get a breeze? Yeah, the ladies, what you trying? You've been thunderstruck.
Gen X Unhinged. Get your bling now.
The werewolf is neither man nor wolf, but a satanic creature with the worst qualities of both.
So just a normal, everyday, average, Trump-hating, anti-American, liberal, commie Democrat. Is that what you're saying? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yes, yes, yes. That is exactly what I am saying. You must beware. Protect yourself at all costs. Don't ever vote them back into office again, ever.
Looking for quality, performance, and reliability? Look no further than CDP Firearms, LLC. Whether it's customized AR-15 parts, premium optics, or specialized ammunition, we have the gear to upgrade your shooting experience. We pride ourselves on providing top-notch products with expert-friendly service that you can trust. Visit us online at cdpfirearmsllc.com. CDP Firearms. Gen X Unhinged is sponsored by cdpfirearmsllc.com. Gen X Unhinged is a weekly podcast hosted by Christian Cole and David Cole. Join us online at genxunhinged.com, on Facebook at Gen X Unhinged Group, or download on Apple, Spotify, or Amazon Podcast.